Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I had some questions yesterday on my blog on how I tied my button around my bow, so I thought I'd make a card today with the same technique. I'll just show you here what I've done. I've got my chocolate chip layer here, and I edged it in Whisper White craft ink, and it will fade a little bit. I just kind of ran it through there. And now I have a layer of pink pirouette, and then this is watercolor paper, and I stamped the bear from this super cute stamp set called Cute and Cuddly from Stampin Up. So I've stamped the bear in basic brown ink, and then what I did is I just took my aqua painter and ran a shadow in creamy caramel just where the outline of the bear, where a shadow would be as if the light were coming in from this direction. And then I stamped the bear again, on the watercolor paper, and then using my aqua painter and creamy caramel, close to cocoa, and chocolate chip, I colored in my bear, and I just put dimensionals here on the back, and now I'm going to pop that up on my card. So you can see kind of that the creamy caramel adds a little bit of shadow or a little bit of appeal back on this side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm making actually a belly band card to start with. So I've got a craft piece of paper that's 4 1/4 by 11 inches long, and I scored it at 2 3/4 inches all the way in. And you can see here I've got Whisper White edging my cardstock. And now I have a 2" by 12" piece of chocolate chip cardstock with pink pirouette designer series paper on top. And I'm just going to fold this around my card. And you can see here that I just have adhesive on this flap. So when I put this on, it actually creates a belly band that's going to slide off of my card, and that's how you're going to open that little pocket. So I've got my band on, and maybe you saw the little notice on the back. It says, "Welcome little one," cute little bunny there. It comes in the stamp set. And now what I'm going to do is I've just got that same material that you saw yesterday on my card, which is just like I had it from sewing for Emma when she was a baby, so I don't know exactly the name of it, but I've seen it at Fabricland or wherever since. So I'm just going to tie a bow over here. So I'm just going to actually tie the whole bow, which I've cut too long, but that's okay. And then, oops, sorry, I'm pulling the wrong way. Of course, when I'm doing it live on video, I stumble through it. What I've got now is the button bouquet and one of the pink pirouette buttons. So I want my ribbon to hang down. There we go. Okay, and I'll trim my ends up after. And then all I'm going to do is just take a piece of linen thread, feed it through my button, tuck my button thread underneath, pull it back up through, feed it through the button, and knot it. Now, if I were using thicker ribbon, I would actually use this button to secure the bow in place, but because this ribbon ties really, really easily, I'm just using this as a decorative feature, and it's just tied right around the knot. And I'm going to trim up my ends, and I will be right back. For the next step in my card, I'm actually going to use my Stampin' Up. I'm using the stamp that says I'm kind of a big deal. What I've got here is just a piece of acetate, and I've lined up my Stampin' Up in the bottom corner. And now I'm just going to stamp my image in the basic brown ink onto my acetate. So it's difficult to see, I'm sure, on camera, but you can see that I've got it down here. And now I want this to be fairly close to the bottom of my card, but I want it centered in the this panel. So I like where it is right there. I'm now going to take my Stampin' Up and reline it back up. There we go. So I've got it lined up. I'm going to take the acetate away, ink up my stamp, come down this 90°, straight down, straight up, and I've got myself my stamp exactly where I want it. I'm thrilled, and that's what the Stampin' Up does for you. I'm going to put my belly band back on, and now my last step is I'm just going to attach my bear, and what I've got is I just did some dimensionals here on the back, and he's going to sit on this panel on this side, And now I've got myself my little shower invitation for my brother's little girl. So I hope you like it and learned something new today. Have yourself a great day.